registration process is easy and well laid out. Our career service experts would help you in choosing the most suitable course and learning structure for you. To get started, visit our website www.romebusinessschool.ng. You can send an email to nigeria@romebusinessschool.it or call 090675556524. Or start your enrollment at enrollment.romebusinessschool.ng. Rome Business School, better managers for a better world. Achieving new
afternoon,
feats in your
everyone.
career requires the perfect blend of determination.
So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our RBSN Career Optimization Series, which topics focuses on career change, strategies for choosing a new career path. My name is Alabolu Afunke, and I'm the Head of Career Service and Alumni Relations at Rome Business School. And it is my pleasure to moderate this event, which brings top personalities from prestigious industries and heart of Rome Business School so that our community can hear and learn from it. I'm so excited today about today's program. And today we have special guests. We have Mr. Yemi Fasuen and Professor Gloria Meneghini, who will be speaking on this topic that will be discussing today. That's career change, strategies for choosing a career path. And one of the things that we'll be discussing today is that we have so many of our students who have faced with challenges on what career paths they should take, or looking at the different aspects of making a career switch or a career shift. So today we're going to be discussing more on this, and I'll let us take our pen and biro so that we can also learn a lot from these wonderful speakers as they'll be speaking on this topic. So I'll be starting with Mr. Yemi Fasuen. Please confirm if you are present here, Mr. Yemi.
Why should not get changed now like this? I'm not going to go at that.
Can we confirm our speaker before we proceed?
500. 500. No good. Huh? I'll tell you 500.
Please, Mercy Salau, can you please mute your mic?
So let's just hold on for a few seconds. Thank you.
hard work, skills, and knowledge. Achieving new feats in your career requires the perfect blend of determination, hard work, skills, and knowledge. The first two you build, the other half you acquire. The job market is always evolving, and only those with flexible skills and a strong knowledge base can adapt. The question you may ask is, how do I find time to acquire these skills between my busy schedule, tons of meetings, deadlines, and my personal life? Meet Femi, a young staff in a financial firm. He is dedicated to his work and he gives his best on every assignment. Despite his work ethic, his boss often complains about the final output and his ability to innovate. Femi knows something is missing. Therefore, he decided to improve his skills and gain more technical knowledge. However, every business school he found either served irrelevant knowledge or things he already knew. This, coupled with the rigid learning structure, made it impossible to find the right business school. His friend recommended an array of innovative managerial courses from Rome Business School, Nigeria to him. Femi was reluctant to apply, but right after the first lecture, he knew he had made the right choice. Rome Business School is a managerial training and research institute par excellence. We aim to play a role in closing the gap between the academic world and the job market by providing managerial training courses suited to convey the knowledge necessary to kick off or develop professional careers or business activities. The Rome Business School has obtained the ISO 9001:2015 certifications, which recognize the top quality standards of our training activities. The ISO 9001:2015 accreditation gives our institutions the quality systems that provide the foundation for excellent student satisfaction and continuous improvement. In Nigeria, an average of 500,000 employees are due for a promotion every year, but only 10% of them have the skill and knowledge base required for their new roles. There is no written law that says it must be so, especially for you. To have a rocketing career that makes you fulfilled, you need to experience constant growth and promotions. At Rome Business School, we have taken every step to make career advancement as seamless and cost-effective as possible. With top-hat tutors, unique course outlines, flexible learning plans, and affordable courses. All our courses are fully accredited and recognized by many local and international professional bodies and organizations like European Foundation for Management Development, Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, Principles for Responsible Management Education, Italian Association for Management Training, European Association for Distance Learning, European Council for Business Education, European Union, the Italian Republic and Chamber of Commerce, among others. We offer up-to-date curriculums, easy-to-understand courses, and applicable methodologies. We offer professional courses in Executive MBA, Master in International Human Resources Management, Master in Agribusiness Management, Master in Marketing and Communication, Master in Marketing and Sales, Master in Data Science, Master in Entrepreneurship and Innovation. All our programs can be taken 100% online or on campus, which makes it easy for you to juggle learning with your regular job. Our registration process is easy and well laid out. Our career service experts would help you in choosing the most suitable course and learning structure for you. To get started, visit our website www.romebusinessschool.ng. You can send an email to nigeria@romebusinessschool.it or call 09067556524. Or start your enrollment at enrollment.romebusinessschool.ng. Rome Business School, better managers for a better world.
My name is Dr. Humphrey Akanazo. I am the country director of Rome Business School, Nigeria. I am also an alumni of Rome Business School, Italy. Rome Business School is an international business school that has campuses in different parts of the world. But we have a campus in Nigeria, which is a direct investment of the founding president of Rome Business School, Professor Antonio Ragusa. I happened to study in Rome. I did my education in Rome. I did my 3 masters, and one of the masters is in marketing and communication, precisely in Rome Business School. After my studies, I thought it wise to bring the stakeholders and the owners of Rome Business School to Nigeria to establish this business school in Nigeria. Why did I do that? I looked at the number of Nigerians leaving the country to study abroad, the amount of money they pay, not just on the tuition fee, but also on living expenses, transportations, and all the costs that are involved in studying abroad. And I asked myself, is it possible to bring this type of educational services, this type of system in Nigeria? And I met Professor Antonio Ragusa, and he agreed. So in 2016, we organized a conference on family business and intergenerational succession, where we used the conference to flag off the initiative of family business education in Nigeria. And Rome Business School Nigeria was born that day. In 2017, we started operation in Nigeria. And in 2018, we enrolled our first MBA students. And from 2018 till date, we have increased the master's program we are doing in Rome Business School, and we have graduated over 300 executive students. Guess who our students are? MD, CEOs, professionals, entrepreneurs. If you go to companies around Nigeria, you will meet most of our graduates in those companies doing great things. Some of them have moved from where they were, probably as line managers, to CEOs or MDs. Some of them have even left their work and started their own business. So Rome Business School Nigeria is a place that you can come and change your career to the next level. Today, Rome Business School equipped me, empowered me with the skills, with the knowledge, with the competencies to be a great leader that also impacts on life, that make changes in organizations by producing better managers for a better world. And I believe that your knowledge of Rome Business School Nigeria today will give you all that you need to begin your journey with Rome Business School Nigeria, and you will be a better manager for the better world. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon once again. So I'm sure we have Mr. Yemi on ground right now. So good afternoon once again, and welcome to the RBSN Career Optimization Series, which is focusing on career change. And the topic we'll be discussing today is strategies for choosing a career path. My name is Alabolu Afunke, and I'm the head of Career Service and Alumni Relations here at Rome Business School, Nigeria. It will be my pleasure to moderate today's event, which brings top personalities from prestigious industries and the heart of Rome Business School, so that our community can hear and learn from. I am so excited about today's program, and I have special guests that's named Mr. Yemi Fasuen and Professor Gloria from Italy. They will be speaking on today's topic, as I've mentioned earlier, strategies for choosing a new career path. So before I proceed, I would like to hear from Mr. Yemi before I proceed with his bio. Mr. Yemi around now? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I think there is a bit of network problem with Mr. Yemi. Let's just hold on a bit. You join us back, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Funke, Mr. Yemi is back. Please, you can move on.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Yemi. Please, can you identify that you're here? I can't hear him.
Okay, this is better now. You were not allowing me unmute myself, and I was trying
Oh,
yeah.
oh, I'm so sorry about that.
To allow me to unmute myself, and I was trying to see if you could read my lips. That was what I was saying.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for joining us. So I will start with the bio. So Yemi Fasuen is a leader and HR consultant plus great workplace advocate. Yemi Fasuen, unusual mind-shifting conversation. He is a business leader with 30 years multi-sector, multi-function experience. He currently works with the client in the role of Chief Talent Officer to drive talent and business transformation agenda. Yemi was a two-term elected council member of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, CIPM, and also received a number of global recognition, such as Top 501 Most Fabulous Global HR Leader, Top 150 Global HR Influencer, Top 8 HR Thought Leaders in Africa, Top 50 Personalities on LinkedIn, Top 3 African HR influencer, top 300, 200, 2001.
Okay. It's okay.
Please let me finish. I know that you're not comfortable with this, but let me finish.
No. It's fine. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. So
okay.
let me start from the individual who took a swipe at me in the chat room. That if I wasn't using Airtel, I should change my network to Airtel. Nice try, very nice try. But no, I am not using Airtel, and I'm not changing to Airtel. As a matter of fact, in my entire GSM history, I've never used Airtel, interestingly. But it wasn't that I wasn't connected, but it was just that I wasn't allowed to unmute myself. So, Mr. Airtel, nice try, good marketing strategy, but somebody should charge you for that advert at Room Business School. Charge for that. Okay, so good afternoon, good evening, and maybe good morning, everyone, wherever you are listening from. My name is Yemi Fasuen, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Room Business School, for inviting me yet again to speak to your community of students. Thank you. I don't take this for granted at all. So we're talking around strategies for choosing a new career path.
Yes, we also have Gloria who's going to be joining us on
I
the
know, I know.
online. Okay.
So how many minutes do I have for me to speak on this?
So you have 25 minutes to speak on the topic, and Gloria also have 25 minutes for the question and answer section.
Okay. So very quick one, guys. Let me say, and as I always say when I have conversations like this, please do not think that I have all the answers to all the career solutions in the world, or all the career challenges in the world. I don't have all the answers. I can only share from my own experience and also from the experience of other individuals who I have learned from over the years, but I don't have all the answers to all career change challenges. So whatever I say right now might be limited from my perspective, and I'm sure Gloria will give more insight from her own perspective as well. So I'm sure you will. So what are those strategies? Guys, I don't know what strategies. Again, I always say that what strategies work for Yemi might not work for Gloria and might not work for Funke. Honestly, guys, that's the reality. And this is because also that I am in communities of professionals, not just HR people. And I have listened to the career trajectory, the stories of people who have progressed in their career. Some have changed industry, some changed sectors, some changed professions. Am I going to come here now to say to you that 2 + 2 = 4? From a career change perspective, I promise you guys, no. And I always say this as well, that there are always intervening variables that we must all consider along our career journeys, right? So let's say that maybe what I want to talk about will be some elements of the fundamentals around career generally. Whether you are changing your career or you're progressing in your career, let's exchange notes and let's learn from one another. So the first thing I always say is this. I started in sales. I was selling computers on the streets of Lagos. I moved into direct marketing at Tequila, and I did 1 year in sales, 3 years in direct marketing, and I did not look for a role in HR. So I can't tell you that, oh, there was a strategy that I used that allowed me to land in human resources. Absolutely not. So I did sales 1 year, and then I saw another advert on the pages of newspapers for direct marketing, client service executive, Tequila. I'm like, okay, sure, let's do it. Why not? I'd completed my first degree and my MBA, and I was restless anyway. And I did it. After 3 years, I became restless again, and I was looking for the next opportunity. My only relationship with human resources was at MBA school, where I took 1 course, 1 semester in personnel management, not even human resources. You see what I mean? That was the only affinity I had as at that time with human resources. But an opportunity came from Arthur Andersen, now KPMG Professional Services, and it was the admin part of HR, what you could call pseudo HR, not really human resources. We were providing business support to clients like admin, like find them offices, find them accommodation, expatriates who were coming into Nigeria and all that. But that was the opportunity that came. And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Let's do it. After just 6 months in a space of pseudo HR, the managing partner called me and said, Yemi, there is a space in executive selection and training. Do you want to try? I'm like, well, sure, why not? And I moved into HR in 1999. And that was how I moved fully into the space of HR until another 24, 25 years later. So now, along my journey, the conversations I've had with people, I think about 3 or 4 things that I would love to leave with you guys from a change in career perspective, how to take advantage of opportunities. Number 1, whatever you're doing right now, do it well. That is the first standpoint of you moving into another role or change your career path. You cannot, because you are looking to change to another area or another profession, forget to be excellent in what you're doing right now. The recommendation for me to go to Arthur Andersen was because I was doing my direct marketing client services role to a large extent, I was doing it very well. And the individual who was therefore going to recommend me to another role felt comfortable that I wasn't going to be a disappointment to him. And he sent my CV to somebody who said, oh, yeah, let's talk. Number one. Number two, when I said to you that I spent only 6 months within Pseudo HR and the country managing partner called me, let me tell you exactly what happened. My manager was supposed to present at a partners meeting the strategy for the year or for the remaining part of the year. But all of a sudden, she had to travel. And the responsibility of presenting to the body of partners fell on my laps. Was I nervous? Oh gosh, I was extremely nervous. I was new in the environment. I was new in that part of the business and all that, but it was what I had to do. So I poured all of myself into that presentation. It probably lasted about an hour with questions from the body of partners at Afghanistan. But it was my showing up and valuing up within that 1 hour that led to the country managing partner, Shea Bickerstead of blessed memory, to call me and say, Yemi, we need to move you from pseudo HR into executive selection and services. So guys, your standpoint is where you are today. Please don't forget to be excellent in what you're doing. Don't think that because you're in customer services or customer service and you want to go into HR or supply chain or admin or whatever, that you are going to be so focused on the future that you're not going to do today's job very well. If you do today's job very well, we will refer you, we will recommend you, people will talk about you when opportunities come up. And now this is what I say. I say that dream jobs we don't look for dream jobs. Dream jobs tend to look for us. And that is when you are in the place of self-development and you are in the place of performing excellently well in what you're doing now. You'll be surprised that in rooms where you are absent, your name will come up. So do it well. HR is such a boring job. I promise you guys, such a boring job. We hire and fire, we pay salaries, and that's it. But in my 20-something years within HR, I found fun in it. HR for me first became another job. It became a career. And ultimately, I found purpose in it. But it was not love at first sight, but I grew into it because I needed to succeed in what I was doing. So guys, don't be so preoccupied with finding your dream jobs that you don't do today's job very well. That is the start point of you choosing a new career path. Nobody, and I say to you, nobody will be comfortable to refer you to another role if they are not comfortable that you are doing well in your current role. That's number one. I'm watching my time. Number two, I think that if you want to move into another role, interest must be sustained over a long period of time in that particular field. And when I say interest, it's not just for you to mouth it and say, oh, I want to move into HR. I want to go to sales. I want to go to supply chain. It goes beyond that. It's interest sustained. Every time, let me give you an example. If you want to buy a car now and you rest your mind on a particular brand of car, every time you are driving on the road, it is that brand of car that you will see. That means your subconscious and your conscious mind, they are at a parallel, given the fact that you are focused on something. So have a sustained interest. When you're having conversations with friends and colleagues and professionals in gatherings and all that, your interest the words coming out of you, the focus of your conversation will be hinged on the fact that, yes, you are interested in that particular field. So you want to go to supply chain, and they're talking of supply chain. You join the argument from an informed perspective. You don't know who's listening to you and who's going to say, hey, that guy, I need to move in. It might even be in your current organization. You see, when you are changing career path, don't always look outside of your organization, especially if you have spent quite a number of years already in that particular space and you're working in a particular organization. A soft landing for you will be to look for opportunities within that environment, because the environment knows you, you know the environment, you already have a rapport, you've built a network, a small network within that ecosystem. And when therefore we are talking during a meeting about human resources, but you are not in human resources, and your contribution or contributions show sustained interest in that space, somebody is listening to you. Somebody is an informal sponsor, or maybe a mentor, or maybe somebody who's just interested in you, is listening to you and thinking, this guy is making sense. And that is because you are just in the space of quiet self-development, sustaining your interest in that space. So number one, what you're doing right now, doing well. Number two, sustain interest. Number three, I think I mentioned also, number three, your immediate environment, your current ecosystem is a great place for you to soft land into another career path. The fourth thing that I would say is that please increase your knowledge base in the space where you're going. Interest is one thing, knowledge is another thing. You know, we are not going to pay you for the knowledge you are gaining until you bring the knowledge home to solve business problems. That is when you add value, right? And then that's when we can say, oh, we will pay you for what you're doing. We'll add value to you as well. But if you don't have knowledge in that space and you don't bring solutions to the business, we won't pay you for anything. So start with increased knowledge in that space. It could be certification, guys. It could be another degree in that space. It could be attending webinars like this one that might be focused in that particular profession. It could be, guys, it could be volunteering. It could be within a particular quarter, have it as a point to volunteer in that space once a week. That weekend that we spend watching Arsenal versus Chelsea, I watch football as well. That weekend that we spend a lot of time on TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook, you could carve out some time to go and volunteer in the space where you're looking at so that you can learn more from a knowledge perspective. So knowledge is one thing, hands-on practical experience is another. When you're waiting for that breakthrough, for somebody to give you a chance into that new space, the things you can do for yourself will be interest and also deepening your knowledge in that particular space, okay? And then the last thing that I'll leave you with, I always say three things to people generally for career success. I say build skills, build capabilities, and build solid networks. You've got to build solid professional networks. And this is one of the sermons I've been preaching in the last couple of months now for people within my inner circle. And this is also based on my own experience over the years. And I'll say this to you guys, not from a perspective of pride, but only for experience sharing. I said to you at the beginning that I applied for the first 2 jobs on the pages of newspapers. I did 12 jobs in total eventually before I became an entrepreneur. The remaining 10 jobs after the first 2 were all referrals. I'm not kidding you guys. All 10 after the first 2 were all referrals. Up till HR manager role, corporate services manager, working with Standard Chartered, Stanbic, Etisalat, Glow, 7-Up bottling company as group corporate services officer. All those roles were based on referrals from within my network. And please don't say to me, but Yemi, I don't know how to build networks. You know, I am an introvert. I'll say to you that you cannot be more introverted than I am. Most people don't believe it, but you can't be more introverted than I am. If I am not speaking at an event like this, if I'm not in front of a client, if I'm not at a conference physically, believe me, guys, I'm at home in my space, in my own world. But at the same time, believe me, I have built some solid network over the years, right? So don't discount the place of networking in your bid to change your career path, or to change your profession. As a matter of fact, to change anything. It's a world of collaboration. Yes, I know that you are enough. You've got the intellect, but you can't be in your own world. Let me tell you the analogy that I also give. You trying to get another job is like you seeking for a bride, like a suitor. And if some brides are passing through in the open, but you are sitting in the dark and you are winking at them, are they going to see you? Nobody will see you if you wink in the dark. Nobody will see you. So don't stay in your own world and think, oh, all I need to do is read. All I need to do is intern or volunteer or just another degree or another certification. All that is good. I promise you. But please, guys, you've got to invest in solid networks. They pay great dividends over a period of time. Be members of professional networks. Be members of community networks. Be members of networks in church or at the mosque, wherever you are. Don't just sit. And the best way, don't join networks. And that's the last thing I'm going to say before I give the floor to Gloria. Don't join networks because of what you want to get out of it. Value begets value. The primary objective is for you to also be valuable to that community. And I promise you that value comes to you. Let me give you last personal experience that just happened today to show you the importance of network. Gloria might have heard, and I'm sure majority of people on the call will know that Naira is scarce in Nigeria today. Naira is scarce in Nigeria. I mean, the banks are not dispensing and all that. I made a joke on my WhatsApp status 3-4 days ago, and I just said, hey guys, what is the rate of Naira to Naira today in Nigeria? And 2 people immediately picked it up within my network. I have the YF Academy and I have the YF network. 2 people picked it up, 1 person from each of the network, and say, oh, YF, I'm a salesperson. And people buy things and give me cash. Are you really in need of cash? Let me know. I will hold some for you next week. I'm like, okay, I didn't really need it at that time. It was just me, just my usual boisterous self on my WhatsApp, just playing. And this individual is going to get me some money, some new cash that people are trying to get by all means. The power of network. Today, I haven't been to MTN in a long time. I went to MTN follow up because another guy on the YF network also saw that status. I'm like, he calls me some name. Don't worry about the name. He say, are you in need of money? I'm like, what happened? Is it me? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, my system just went ballistic. I'm so sorry. I hope, was it only me? Okay, you can hear me.
We can hear you. We didn't feel
All
any.
right. Okay, so I went to this guy, I went to Falomore today, and he says, no, don't worry, just come. They load money in our ATMs from time to time. I will get 20,000 Naira for you. And I strolled there this afternoon before this call. I got there. He didn't just give me the 20, he also gave me some MTN nice corporate gifts and all that. I'm just saying, I'm just using little things to tell you about the power of network. So guys, please build your skills, build your interest, build your knowledge, build your capabilities. Remember that your current organization is a soft landing for you. Be good at what you're doing. Let everybody around you see that you're great, and then show that you have transferable skills into other areas. When those opportunities come, not many names will come up. But if you go along that route, I promise you, your name will come up and somebody somewhere will give you an opportunity to break into another field. Thank you very much for listening. Gloria, I'll yield the floor to you.
Thank you very much, Yemi Fasuen, for that. You've actually answered all the questions. I'm sure that we all have learned a lot from, from this. And the key take home from me is the network. It's very, very important, most especially for those who are looking into career change, career switch, or some could also call it career shift. it is very important that you build a strong network that can help you hand what you're actually looking for. And also, if you're not performing in your current role, people cannot see your impact in where you're currently working, or you're not actually showing that you're actually making an impact in your current organization. So you cannot give what you don't have when it comes to coming to the table to make decisions. So you have to put yourself in that situation whereby people can easily say that, oh, this person is capable and this person has the potential. And how sustainable, and I'll also look at, I like the parts that you talked about, the interest must be sustained. So you have developed an interest in something. How do you sustain that interest? How do you develop on it? What kind of engagement did you do in terms of certification, network also, and other things that you do to build your interest? And one of the things that we do in the Rome Business School, the career service part, is we also help you to enhance your interest in the various career paths that you've chosen. So this is something that you need to look into. And also the self-development. Self-development is key. So like you attending webinar sections, so we're talking about this topic. What are the things you read? What are the things you spend your time during your less busy schedule? So look at all those aspects and see how you can build your interest, enhance your interest in your area, or that in the area you want to have the career switch. And also your knowledge. Your knowledge is also very important. How do you build your knowledge? What kind of voluntary service? It's not just about, volunteering yourself to take a particular position. Also, it's very important that you make an impact. So making impact in those spaces that you volunteered to do. So you can be placed in a certain organization, but you're not making any impact. You're just there. So it's also very important that you look at how impactful that you've made in those organizations that you're being placed or you're volunteering to work with. So this is very great. I really appreciate this section. It's very, very interesting. I'm sure that we have more questions online. I've already started seeing students also networking. So this is good. So we can also share networking opportunities. For those who belong to a certain network, you can also share. This is the platform to share this aspect. So at this point, I'll be bringing in Gloria. Gloria is going to be giving more insight into this. Please let's listen and enjoy. Gloria, I would like you to also introduce yourself because we haven't done the introduction section. So we'd love to know you and also meet you. Thank you very much.
You've done well, oh. I'm telling you, this was such a good start, though. What can I add? Honestly, no, I'm serious, I feel very privileged to be with you all from Business School Nigeria. I thank you for this special opportunity. Yemi, I took notes. I have all the notes of what you said, very practical. I really appreciate. That was so insightful and so true. As our career development starts from our daily life and we think too far ahead and it's just there. So that was very practical. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you, Justina, right? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do I pronounce it?
Just mention phone and you have the KE to it. That's phone care.
Oh, phone care. Mm-hmm.
That makes it much easier. Thank you.
Thank you. So, similar to what Yemi said, Yemi, is that correct? The pronunciation? Oh, okay. So, similar to what Yemi said, and he knows your culture way better than I do. I have different friends from different parts of Nigeria, from Lagos, from Abuja, from Benin area. So, and I've been privileged to have the chance to collaborate with them. So just as Yemi did, I will try just to focus few hints, few practical advice. So it's not, like a holy book, no, but practical advice that can help us go through daily life, and perhaps our career transformation is closer than we think. So let me share a few things with you. Ofunke, can I share my screen real quick?
Of course you can. Thank you. You can.
Thank you. Can you see?
Yes, you can put it on a slideshow.
Will do. Okay, good. Thank you. So, okay, let's go through that. Tell me if I wrote that correctly. I see Yemi is already laughing. Who can read for me? Because
Maybe
my
Yemi.
pronunciation. Go ahead. Please read for me.
Okay, let me try. Gbogbo alangba ló dánú délẹ̀, a kò mọ ẹni tínú rùn.
Correct. Correct.
Thank you. Thank you. I found this very proverb very interesting. When a king's palace burns down, the rebuilt palace turns out even to be more beautiful. So I'd like to hear from you. So even in the chat, feel free to write your opinion. Oh, sorry. So how does this proverb have to deal with career transformation? Have you say, please write that in the chat. From your experience, what would you say? What does it happens when career transformations happen? How is that similar to when a king's palace burns down, the rebuilt palace turns out even to be more beautiful? Let me see, I see some messages now coming. Okay, so how would you interpret this? Okay, thank you, Mr. Don Okeke. In a new career or career transformation, it must be better than the former. Adebayo, a fresh start offers a chance to do even greater things. Abayomi, phase changes come as an opportunity. Ingyang, career change should be better with change. A change in career can be linked to a burn palace. You can better in the new career. A new career is fresh energy. Thank you very much. Yes, so all you said is very true. So it's true, maybe it's not easy and we don't like to change. When I thought about the palace, it's like my comfort zone. I like my palace, you know, or the place that, you know, where I'm comfortable. But if something happens, yes, Oluwabumi, please bear with me. I'm trying. You can always bounce back bigger. So true. What about this one? Creativity and innovation. Well done, Vivian. Oluwatoyin, you don't know what you're capable of. You can try it. Aramide, okay. Sorry. Okay, please write that so I will try to fix it, you know. It's not my first language, so. Okay, what about this instead?
I cannot read this one though.
Okay.
Should I try? Should I try?
Please, please.
Ọmọdé kì í mọ orí jẹ, ó máa ra lọ́wọ́.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So is that correct? One, yes, please, Oluwabunbi. Okay, so let's focus on the meaning. How many times? Okay, just the, yes, please, Abraham. Please, Abraham, open your microphone so we hear the correct. You see, I didn't even try because I'm sure it's not correct. I cannot unmute you.
Funke needs to unmute them to be able to speak. Funke, do you want to unmute people so they could speak?
Okay,
All
let
right,
me read that.
Please.
Ọmọdé kì í mọ orí jẹ, kó má ra lọ́wọ́.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, this is Albert. In Yoruba, the saying is "Ọmọdé kì í mọ orí jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́."
Yes.
Did you get that?
That is good though.
The meaning is that there's no how
that's
smart or
the
intelligent a
pronunciation.
man or a little kid is. He cannot eat shea butter without messing up his hand.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate your help. I'm just trying with my with few things of few Nigerian words I know. But yes, I see excellent points. Well done. I see in the chat. So whatever we're doing, get it done perfectly at the first instance. Ciniere. Then you never get the same opportunity twice. So use each opportunity wisely. Well done, Miriam. Aduke, that means a child cannot eat a maki substance without smearing his hands. That's a good one too. You have just one shot to take up a great opportunity. So really excellent point. So I just used this as an example. I hope these were, sorry for the mistakes because I don't yet speak, the different Nigerians languages. So bear with me. But let's focus on the meaning. So transition, enya easy, I'm telling you, enya easy. It's tough. Plus, sometimes we need to go and shoot that opportunity. So how can we do it? Okay, we can talk for length, but I will be brief. I just want you to positive vibes about this. So I just want to show you a little map I prepared for you, and I will post it in the chat. So it's my little gift for you, and you can use it whenever you want. So first one is called, let's say, an identity map. What do we mean? We know already who we are, but when we want to think, okay, should I transform my career? Should I go for that new skill, that new knowledge? Should I go to my boss and ask for something different to do? Or should I seek for new opportunities? Well, we cannot change what we are not aware of. So perhaps you all are very skilled on something, or you have a hidden talent, but you don't know very well. So perhaps for different reasons. So just so one point of this map: who am I? Who I am? Is it who I want to be? Let me tell you my story a little bit. I'm a consultant and entrepreneur, and I deal with managers, entrepreneurs, key accounts, and I do coach and do trainings for them. My goal: make the best version out of them. How do I do it? I train them to do that. And I've been doing that for the past 10 years. But before that, I was doing something different. I was working in marketing and communication. And I come from a family business. So I realized at a certain point, what I was doing was not who I wanted to be anymore. I mean, it has been a great experience, but let me tell you, every place I was going around, I always had my family name. That is the daughter of Mr. So-and-so. So I was wondering, but who am I really? Am I just the daughter of Mr. So-and-so? Who I know? I want to prove myself because everyone knows me because of my father. So let me go on with this little story. So I also realized something else: who I am and who I could become. But I realized in that very moment, who I was not yet my opportunity to be something different. So let's see now the map. So let's see how we can look at this. See, when who I am corresponds to who I want to be, that's my beating heart. Have you ever eaten jollof or fol egusi or banku by someone that didn't like to cook? How was that food? Was that food good? No. Why? Because sometimes we do things, but they're not our heart. So, but what about if someone that you know said, come over, I will cook for you. I will make jollof rice for you, or efu elegusi or banga soup, and you know that person is good. How is that food going to be? It's good, oh? I'm trying. So it's different. So when we do what we like, at least a little bit, even if it's once a week or 1 hour in our week, we're gonna develop that talent. We're gonna develop that skill. But there's also something. So I can realize that what about, I'm trying who I want to be and who I want to become. I realized I love my entrepreneur family. But I said to myself, Gloria, how do you see your future in 2 years, in 5 years? I have the entrepreneur blood, but I want to do something different. So I could see my potential. But what was happening? Who I am was different from who I do not want to be. So I realized I don't want to remain here. I want to develop my palace. I want to shoot that buffalo. But if I'm stuck here, I will never develop. But I was scared. I'm telling you, I had my mama saying, no, Gloria, you cannot leave the company of your father, eh? And my brother, what are you doing? You're leaving the company of your father. So, you have all of this. And who is your voice? Are you attached, bro? Are you not attached, sister? So, you see, we all have voices, maybe friends, maybe family member, but what is our voice? What is our voice telling us? And also, I could see my risk was who do I not want to be and who I could become. To be honest, I didn't want to become in my future the daughter of Mr. So-and-so. I wanted to prove myself. But I knew I had to shoot my buffalo. And the first buffalo was myself. I was scared. So this is just to tell you, let me show you with this. So this is a little bit of a positive virus that has the aim to help you ask yourself some question. So what is your heart? Who am I? And who do I want to keep being? My potential, who I want to be and who I could become. What about my shadow, who I do not want to be and who I am? And what about my risk, who I do not want to be and who I could become? So I invite you, I will share with you this link. So please download it. In the next days, take your time to go through this, plus the excellent points that Yemi made, and to think about your interest, your network, your experience, your skills. Put all of this together. Are there skills you want to develop? A network you want to develop? Or maybe within your company, but keep doing your work as you're doing, like excellent and solid work. So let me do this in a second. Okay, so how can I apply this? Once you go through the map, take some time. Yes, Shell, valuable, very good. What are the next 3 actions I want to try to go towards achieving my goal? So I realize I have a certain skills. Okay, I want to try in the next maybe month, at least to search for some network, to search for some webinar I want to attend, or to keep doing well what I'm doing well. Whatever your actions are, let them take you towards your heart. And that's my wish for you. So go towards your heart. Let me share the link with you. So this is my little gift for you. You can download it and take your time to go through it. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Gloria, for that. It's really insightful, especially that map, identity map. It's very, very interesting. I found that it's very short, but very deep for those who actually understand what this actually means. So for you to be able to understand who you are, what you want to do, who you want to be, and who you could become, it goes a long ways through a lot of self-exploration. So you need to be able to understand yourself, what you can do, who you want to be. And when you're able to understand this part of yourself, you will be able to know what step to take and which strategies to take in terms of the topic we are talking about today, the strategies to a career change. So understanding this is very important. Like Gloria said, she's going to share with us, further information on this. You can also download and also read more about it. Thank you very much once again, Gloria. So at this point, we're just going to be talking a little bit. We're going to ask questions. So expecting questions from the chat box for those who have questions for Gloria, and also for those who also have questions for Yemi. Please drop your question on the chat. And for me, I might have just had about 2 questions I would like to ask from you. And these are the kind of questions that we've always gotten from students. I'm sure that I might be saying some of our students' minds. So the question goes to Gloria first. I want to actually this question. So we have some of us, you actually identify who you are. Probably you've been on a certain career for a certain period, and it's not aligning who you are. You discovered that you can do better, probably because you found yourself in a network, a new gathering, or a new network environment. Probably you find yourself somewhere else, and you just feel that, okay, there is a need to look back and say, oh, this thing is actually interesting. I'd like to do it. And we have some people who like to explore and see, make a difference from where they used to be and explore other opportunities. So now looking at it we understand that you can look at it from the skill space and interests of the student or of a person. So how do this person navigate this path, a new path? Because the situation does not really interpret where the person is actually going through. Let's take, for instance, I have always been a salesperson for the past 8 years, and I just developed interest in resource management. So I don't have knowledge, but because I have experience, what can I do? What can I do? What strategies can I do to navigate from that space to a new space?
Mm-hmm. So, Ofunke, let me make sure I understand correctly the question. So the question would be, say I'm not doing my dream job and I understand my heart is leaning towards different. What can I do? Do I understand correctly?
Yes, very well.
Okay, so there's no magical, no magical, how do you call it, stick. But I think actually even Yemi touched the point. So sometimes when I'm busy doing well what I'm doing, but I don't forget my heart. My heart is always there. So maybe it's during the week, I do read that part of my heart. Maybe it's a book, maybe I go deeper on a certain skills, maybe I enroll on a webinar, maybe I make network with someone. So from my perspective, and I don't have, golden saying, but I can share, my knowledge is be aware of what makes your heart beat, you know? Yes, if I'm aware of that, then I may have more chances to attract those that have that attitude. Yemi, you were also saying, also saying similar things. So, but the point is that do not forget your heart. Maybe I have family responsibility. Maybe I cannot do, you know, what I dream to do, but that doesn't mean I cannot devote a little time for it. The point is, at least one, be aware of your heart. Two, take a little time for that regularly. Nourish that little plant seed. Maybe it will grow, it will become big. Maybe it will be just a healthy plant, but take care of it and be aware of it. That's, yeah.
Thank you very much, Gloria. So I'll come back to you on that for the question on that. But I would like to hear from Yemi. What do you think about this aspect for those who are facing this?
I'll say two things. The first thing I'll say is your job may not be your passion, but please be passionate about your job. I think it's a bit unfair to our employers and to ourselves that we say it's not my passion. That job is not my passion. And therefore, we're not giving all us everything to it because, like I said, we're looking to another job. It may not be your passion, but please, for as long as you are in that job for every 30 days, give your best to it and get the best out of it. It's not fair on you and the organization to groan and moan for 29 days, and on the 30th day, you go to the bank to pick up your salary. Nah, that's number one. Number two, I'd also say that I have found out that sometimes in the place of passion, we find purpose. I.e., what you're doing right now, give your best to it. You'll be amazed at what will come out of it eventually. Remember that I said to you, from my personal experience, HR was a job that was available. I didn't choose HR. There's a joke that I didn't join HR, HR joined me, right? Yeah, so it was another job that was available. But hey, that job is available, I've got to give all my best to it. Believe me, it became not just a career, it became a passion, it became a ministry for me. And today, I'm sure, I mean, anybody who's within my network and my inner circle, they know me and human resources. But it started not as something I am passionate about, something I want to do. No, it started with what was available. So at times we miss the point when we're looking for that which you are passionate about, another, whatever you have right now, whatever your hand finds to do it well. You'll be surprised that as you incrementally get better at what you're doing, as you incrementally become, because we don't just get better at the job, we also get better as individuals in the process of becoming. You'll be surprised that, oh, wow, I didn't know that I was going to be in love with this job or with this role over a period of time. Don't do yourself a disservice by not being passionate about what's available to you today. And can I also say, remember that I said I started in sales, I did direct marketing, and then HR. Today, I'm an entrepreneur, and I use all the skills to do the things that I do today. Another example, if I backtrack a bit, I didn't want to be a teacher because my mom was a teacher and the salary was so small that I was scared to be a teacher, right? But life happened and I was posted to do NYC at the University of Ilorin as a lecturer. I lectured for 4 years, 1 year of youth service, and then 2 years of MBA, 1 year of youth service, waited another year part-time lecturing, 2 years of MBA, and I was teaching university students all the 4 years. Guess what I do for a living today? I teach. You see what I mean? Life prepared me like 28, 29 years ago for the things that I'm doing today. If I'd said, no, I mean, no, I'm not going to do it and all that. You see what I mean? So we just need to be careful. We need a lot of, I like what Gloria said of, you need to know yourself. And if you've not discovered yourself, it's not too late. Nobody actually discovers fully himself or herself. It's a gradual process. But wherever you are planted, I always say this: boom, bloom, and blossom. Boom,
Thank you very
bloom,
much.
and blossom, wherever you are planted. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. That is, you've heard saying the same thing: follow your heart, follow your passion. It is something that one needs to do. Once you follow your passion and you follow your heart, you understand your direction and what direction life is taking you to. You see that you find the right is to have page or having a career change. Thank you very much for this. I don't have anyone who wants to have questions, as we don't have enough time. We have limited time. So please, can you ask your question? Can we mute me? Let me have a question.
Funke, are you there, or are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Olani is still there, or is not? You can drop your question on the chat box so we can read it out, take all your questions. Depending on the time, I'd like to ask one other question, which is focused on passion and dedication. We've always had, employees, talking about passion, dedication to work, and passionate about what you do. We have some people who are very passionate about what they do, but they are not dedicated to, providing results. No, they try to say, "Oh, I'm passionate about this. I like what I'm doing." But in terms of, dedication to work, what advice can you give to these people to be able to align between passion and dedication?
No. I actually don't believe it's possible. I'll let Gloria also butt in. It's not possible for you to be passionate about something. Wait. It's not possible for you to be passionate about something.
Most especially at workplace. Like, let's hear from Gloria, please. What do you think about this?
Can you be passionate and not be dedicated? Is that possible?
It's both.
I think it's a good question. I think it's a good question. To be passionate and not be dedicated. Poof.
It's tough, yeah?
Huh? It's tough, but it's good, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I find question that has no answer, like quick answer, are intriguing because I have to think. So I don't have an answer right now, but I think it's worth to think, to be thought, because
Okay. Let me take a stab at it.
And sometimes I think question in themselves they teach.
Sure.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's hear.
I think the word that we probably are looking for is demotivated. You can be passionate, and circumstances, external circumstances, can make you be demotivated. So I have this question here from, I think it's Don P. And it says, what if your present ecosystem is not giving you the desired room to the right thing or to showcase your potentials? In that case, you are passionate, but your ecosystem is constricting you to showcase your potentials, right? You may be demotivated. You see what I mean? So this person is saying, what do I do? So this is what I do. What I say is, well, I mean, for as long as you're in that job, again, not all environments will give you 100% support. We always have that boss who's not supporting us. We always have that colleague. We always have toxic environments that will not allow us to thrive, right? And therefore we can't be demotivated. This is what I would say. again. And I promise you, I'm not saying this theoretically. I'm saying it from a personal experience, right? For as long as you are still in that environment, please give it your best. Take your best out of it, but you may start planning your exit. And listen to my word, I am not saying exit. I'm not saying hop up and go. I'm saying that give it your best, take the best out of it, but start realigning your options, possibly externally. If it is a department within the organization, do you have transferable skills to go to another department? Consider. Do you have opportunities outside the organization? Plan your exit. Don't just resign. There is adversity quotient as well in today's world around our career success. The fact that we hit a stone wall doesn't mean that we should go back on the journey every time. At times, we can find a way to climb it. At times, we can find a way to go around it, right? But if it's taking too much out of you, then you can start planning your exit. That's what I would say. And I see 2 hands raised. Funke, I see Sheowadewi and also Francisca Olawe.
Okay, so we'll take Sheowadewi first. Then after that, we take Francisca. Can be unmuted. Please, you can always drop your questions on the chat box.
All right,
all right. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Mr. Yemi, that was excellent.
Thank you.
Gloria, that was, don't worry, we will give you our passports, okay? Because you're already part of the system. If you could add everything, okay?
I'm telling you, I can cook chim chim.
That's interesting. All right, Madam Moderator, it's nice having you here as well. All right, quickly, this got me somewhere and I felt I should just contribute. We're talking about passion and motivation, okay? And I want to believe that in the first place, what brings motivation is the passion you have for something you do. However, it's just your passion fueling your your motivation can be like an aircraft that takes place, and then when several circumstances present itself within the same environment, your engine can get busted and then begin to lack motivation for that same thing you do. And of course, having led some group of people in my organization and all that, I've seen people who came in with motivation and they are doing everything excellently. They are doing things that you will be so excited that I wish this could continue. But along the line, it might be as a result of management irresponsive or something just come up. And then you discover the same set of people who came in with that so much passion, driving their motivation, the energy to want to go extra mile. Along the line, the whole thing dies down. So the passion was there, but the motivation is being punctured. That's, giving them a setback. So in conclusion, it is possible to have motivation and there is no lubricants to drive. Your lubricant in this thing can be no motivation to drive yourself to do the things. However, as it's been suggested, there's this, since Gloria is always coming up in Yoruba, let me come out. There is this part of our proverb that says that, I'll interpret it for you, okay? Say, Maja Masa, Lafi Momo Kunrin Loju Ogun, that when you learn to go to the battle, you must know also how to retreat. Yes, such person will die untimely or being taken as POW, prisoners of war. So you must know when to play your game and when to withdraw, actually. And that said, to help you maintain your integrity, your professionalism, and your value before you leave the system. Thank you so very much.
Awesome, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very valuable contribution. And let me also quickly add, in the space of emotional intelligence, right? You know, motivation is actually extremely important. And what has been found out, supported by data, is that individuals who are intrinsically motivated make it faster to the top of the ladder. So external realities will always be available for all of us to demotivate us every time. Work, family, social life, Nigeria, no fuel, no cash, all of that. But once you remain intrinsically motivated, you are quickly, or you can quicker, or you can surmount the challenges around you faster than other people who are still looking for external motivation. So the more intrinsically motivated we are, the better our chances of success, apparently, from experience, from a career perspective.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Yemi. I'm sure that your question has been answered. So I don't know if Gloria has something to say about this.
Like specifically, what are you referring, Ofunke?
Yes,
yeah, because I have anything. Huh?
Yes. Yes, on what Sean has just talked about.
So as Yemi said, I'm also an introvert. Sometimes I need time to think, but I agree on 2 points specifically. And there are a couple of books, if you allow me, I'd like to share. One is related to emotional intelligence, because sometimes we may be professional or we may be very skilled, but if we lack emotional intelligence, perhaps we're not building our network well. So it's not only about the skills, but also about the way I behave and how much I'm aware of my emotional intelligence and social intelligence as well. And yes, I also agree on the fact that motivations, when we have it like in our heart, we know where is our motivation. We can go lengths, perhaps even farther than we could ever thought and other. Sometimes I also think it's very important to understand what am I telling myself. Oh no, Gloria, you will never make it. No, you will never succeed. No, look at you. No. So what is the internal dialogue I have with myself? Am I beating myself down? So I may have motivation, but if I beat myself down, how can I expect? I have just to fight with myself. So I need to also to know what are my internal dialogue when I do things, when I think about possibilities. Because I think sometimes our first enemy is ourselves.
Yep.
And also the people that we love, not that the people we love are our enemy, but we want to please them. And sometimes because of that, I can understand what I can really do or what I do really like. So I have a couple of books. Another book that I like very much is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And I like that very much because it goes, how can I go beyond my comfort zone? Okay, I know I have to go beyond, but what are the practical steps? So one could be myself. So for example, taking a piece of paper, writing down, okay, what are the negative thoughts I have about myself? What others says about myself? And I write that down. And then I can write in the other part of the piece of paper, what do I want to say to my internal self? So the other book I find it very interesting is from Justin Barizo. It's called Emotional Intelligence, Letting Make Works for You and not against you. It also talks about practical hints that we can play to improve on that aspects. So yeah, this is just my thoughts right now.
Thank you very much. So we don't have enough time. So I'm going to take 2 questions, which is on the chat. And after this, we call it a day. Thank you. So we hear from Flora. Flora is asking, what is your advice for those who just leave in the university and still trying to choose a career path?
Is that for me or for you?
Yes, yes.
You want me to take it? Okay.
Yes.
The world is your oyster.
Mm-hmm.
You are a sportsman, a footballer, a runner. The world is your oyster right now. I mean, if it was a couple of decades ago or years ago, we'll say read law, be a lawyer, an engineer, what are the other professions, a banker and all that. But today, really, your options are literally unlimited, right? But whilst you must focus on what you want to do, who you want to become, what profession you want to pursue, let me also say to you that in the now of work, leave your options open. Totally leave your options open. I know a Fisayo Fosudo, who's a YouTuber. He's been doing this for 6 years now. It's never worked, and he's making tons of money. But start from a definition of success for yourself. Start that journey. What does success look like to you? If you could have the chance to travel to the future, like the movie Back to the Future, if you could just travel to the future and you put yourself ahead of yourself, how do you define success? Don't define success by my standards, by Fisayo standards, by people who are doing digital marketing. Don't be carried away, or don't put yourself under pressure of profiles that you will see on LinkedIn or social media and all that. Don't fall into the comparison trap. This journey is your own journey. Start the conversation with yourself. Like Gloria said, see, if we all could unwind time, right, and start the journey from understanding self, we will today have made less mistakes. So the opportunity that you have listening to a Gloria telling you to go back to yourself and understand now that you are in school is absolutely invaluable. It's about you. Learn from other people, understand the global direction of things, understand the local environment where you are, but define success from your own point of view. All right? And then start the journey after that. So it's vision, it's focus, it's action, it's adding value to yourself incrementally. It's about managing change. It's taking risks. It's about making sacrifices. And please, can I say, especially what I put up on LinkedIn yesterday, don't start by thinking that you want to put yourself out there, personal branding, LinkedIn optimization, and all that. That should be an outcome of the process of becoming, and not the things that you start the journey with. Personal branding is an outcome of putting in place the fundamental principles of success, right? Rather than you focusing on branding, let me go on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and all that. If you don't have something solid to stand on yet, don't unnecessarily hog the limelight, but start the journey from understanding yourself, defining success from your perspective, self-development on the go. And believe me, whatever life offers you, when you leave school, do it and do it well. You'll be surprised. Later on, it might be the best thing that's going to happen to you.
Thank you very much, Yemi, for
Gloria
that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. I don't know if Gloria wants to say something. Okay.
Yeah, I like this other point Yemi just said. And in fact, it made me think sometimes we achieve things, perhaps even small, but at the beginning we thought, no, it's impossible. But then we achieved them. So starting from there, what was the thing I achieved that I believe it was not possible? And then what I was thinking at the beginning, and then what helped me transition to think it was possible. And then how did I achieve it? So go through these 4 questions to have clear in mind what was the transition. Also because when I think that something is impossible, automatically, I won't make it because I think it's impossible. But then Yemi comes and shows me, no, it's possible. So he did it. So how? So then I start thinking ways I can do that too. So if I think it's possible, at least I try ways to make it possible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for that insightful information about this topic. I know if we have to proceed, we would not end this topic today. Thank you so much, Gloria, for that. And thank you so much, Yemi, for the wonderful information you've provided to us today. I'm sure that everyone here also appreciate everything, every information has been provided. And from the career service point of view, for those who are asking questions about how do they navigate through their career progression and all, what the career service does at Rome Business School is provide you an excellent career acceleration path where you can, go through the stages by understanding yourself and understanding what works for you in terms of exploring different career paths. So what the career service does to you is to make your career path seamless and easy. And our goal is to ensure that our students are employable. And what we are doing to our students is to also provide them the opportunity to explore those various career options and also most especially on the career acceleration path. So at this point, I'm going to be handing over to Christopher, who is going to be giving us more information about the Rome Business School services and offers for our master's program. Thank you so much. Okay, I think Christopher is having issues on his hand. Hello, Christopher, can you hear me?
Kindly unmute. You need to unmute.
Didactic.
All right, thank you so much, Yemi, for the wonderful insight, of course, about strategies to choosing a new career path. And thank you, Gloria, for also sharing, from your experience on how to go about this. And Funke, also, thank you for the moderation. Okay, it's been an exciting session. Of course, I wish it will end. We just have to leave here. So it's been wonderful. Of course, this and more is what you get to enjoy coming on board for a master's program in Rome Business School for the Masters in International Human Resources Management. We have a faculty, of course, the person of Yemi Fasuen that gives you more insights and, of course, value-based knowledge as far as the human resource space is concerned. Okay, we also have other master's program which we run. Okay, the beautiful thing about our master's program is the flexibility. We believe we have busy professionals, so the timeline for the program is such a way as to accommodate your busy schedules. Okay, so for the executive program, classes are fortnightly, 2 weekends every month, Saturdays and Sundays, and of course for the international master's program, classes are weekdays. Okay, and we have the career service, which in person of Funke has been giving us some values, proposition of what they do and how they can also help you to shape your career path, or if you have a business, to also help you scale up your business. Okay, so we are currently enrolling for the March 2023 intake. and seats are filling up fast. Okay, so if you're still thinking about it, I would advise that you take a bold step and key into the opportunities as available right now. Okay, so for further inquiries, you can send in your email to info@romebusinessschool.ng. Okay, so give you further interactions, of course, and the advisors will be able to interact with you and see how to get you on board. Okay, so Professor Shaletti said on this platform in one of our webinars that if you want to go faster, you want to go further, you need a sixth gear. And a master's, getting a master's in Rome Business School will definitely give you that. Okay, we look forward to having you on board for our master's program. Thank you so much for the audience. Over to you now, Funke.
Funke, before you continue, I saw some questions about people asking about my network and also mentorship. Please just reach out to me on direct message on any of the social media platforms. I am Yemi Fasuen everywhere. Just send me a message, make reference to the conversation of this evening, and then we'll take it on from there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic network. So like I said, we can continue to network. For those who are looking forward to networking, there is also a platform to drop your networking link here so that people can naturally network and also learn about what you do in these various aspects. Thank you very much to the speakers who have spoken on this topic today. We really appreciate those points that you mentioned during the section. And we look forward to having you in our upcoming section to further discuss on these various aspects as people are still faced with, how to switch their career or how to have a shift on their career path. Thank you very much, Gloria. Thank you very much, Yemi, for this wonderful section. And on this note, we'd like to take a family picture just to have it as a record for this section. So we'll encourage that everybody on their camera so that we can take a family picture. So I appreciate if you all can on your camera. We still have some, okay. Okay, over to you, Didactic. Let's know when you've taken all the pictures.
Done?
Yeah, but still hold on. I'm still trying to capture others.
Cameraman.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and do have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
See
Thank
you
you.
in our next
Nice
section.
meeting you, Gloria. I'm sure we'll talk.
Gracias.
Gloria. I'm sure we'll talk again some
My
more.
honor.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Yemi, and thank you, Funke. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you, Gloria.
Have a good rest of the day. Bye.
Achieving new feats in your career requires the perfect blend of determination, hard work, skills, and knowledge. The first two you build, the other half you acquire. The job market is always evolving, and only those with flexible skills and a strong knowledge base can adapt. The question you may ask is, how do I find time to acquire these skills between my busy schedule, tons of meetings, deadlines, and my personal life? Meet Femi, a young staff in a financial firm. He is dedicated to his work and he gives his best on every assignment. Despite his work ethic, his boss often complains about the final output and his ability to innovate. Femi knows something is missing. Therefore, he decided to improve his skills and gain more technical knowledge. However, every business school he found either served irrelevant knowledge or things he already knew. This, coupled with the rigid learning structure, made it impossible to find the right business school. His friend recommended an array of innovative managerial courses from Rome Business School, Nigeria to him. Femi was reluctant to apply, but right after the first lecture, he knew he had made the right choice. Rome Business School is a managerial training and research institute par excellence. We aim to play a role in closing the gap between the academic world and the job market by providing managerial training courses suited to convey the knowledge necessary to kick off or develop professional careers or business activities. The Rome Business School has obtained the ISO 9001:2015 certifications, which recognize the top quality standards of our training activities. The ISO 9001:2015 accreditation gives our institutions the quality systems that provide the foundation for excellent student satisfaction and continuous improvement. In Nigeria, an average of 500,000 employees are due for a promotion every year, but only 10% of them have the skill and knowledge base required for their new roles. There is no written law that says it must be so, especially for you. To have a rocketing career that makes you fulfilled, you need to experience constant growth and promotions. At Rome Business School, we have taken every step to make career advancement as seamless and cost-effective as possible. With top-hat tutors, unique course outlines, flexible learning plans, and affordable courses. All our courses are fully accredited and recognized by many local and international professional bodies and organizations like European Foundation for Management Development, Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, Principles for Responsible Management Education, Italian Association for Management Training, European Association for Distance Learning, European Council for Business Education, European Union, the Italian Republic and Chamber of Commerce, among others. We offer up-to-date curriculums, easy-to-understand courses, and applicable methodologies. We offer professional courses in Executive MBA, Master in International Human Resources Management, Master in Agribusiness Management, Master in Marketing and Communication, Master in Marketing and Sales, Master in Data Science, Master in Entrepreneurship and Innovation. All our programs can be taken 100% online or on campus, which makes it easy for you to juggle learning with your regular job. Our registration process is easy and well laid out. Our career service experts would help you in choosing the most suitable course and learning structure for you. To get started, visit our website www.romebusinessschool.ng. You can send an email to nigeria@romebusinessschool.it or call 09067556524. Or start your enrollment at enrollment.romebusinessschool.ng. Rome Business School, better managers for a better world.